Wednesday, and we are back at it. I just love connecting with you. I am Kelly Wahl, psychic intuitive medium, and I really truly consider myself just a vessel of spirit. Spirit, universe, the God of your own understanding, the higher power, whether you refer to that as God, Allah, Buddha, Frank. It's just the higher power and the God of your own understanding. I believe that everything is energy, and energy is all around us. It is within us, it is in us, it is in the ether. So whenever we doubt that, I'm sure we look around and we see that messages are all around us. So then you just so happen to need to have people like myself come out and help you declutter, like you getting in your own way, or kind of help you quiet that inner voice, that ego, which ego is edging God out. Now, we are in a time of a lot of heightened energies. I am on the East Coast. I am in Buffalo, New York, near Niagara Falls. And so we're still currently in the full moon energy. And the full moon this time is in Leo. Now, Leo is, everybody thinks of this roaring lion. And yes, very much so. And sometimes we do need to roar a bit. So it's that fire energy. Leo is a fire sign. And we're just starting to really kind of feel this fire energy. And that's also about building confidence and being able to lead, not always follow like a sheep. So it's about really calling into play, but also being playful and being creative. So don't be afraid to, play with that kind of lion or lioness confidence that is in the air. Remember now, we are also in the sun season of Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is all about humanity. So think of those two aspects as coming together, and you can play with it. Also, it's about really defining boundaries, about what people expect of you. What roles are you painting yourself into, and what roles are you allowing others to paint you into? This full moon, though, I will tell you, it's very powerful because it calls into play, it illuminates or brings to light our deepest, darkest fears. And when we become fearful, we tend to go back to doing things where we feel most comfortable. And sometimes that's not always right. So right now, it's really about harnessing that Leo lion energy with confidence and playfulness. We don't want to be too rigid, and really conquering those fears and choosing faith. Now, I've got Beth calling in, and let's connect and see what we can evoke out of her fire energy tonight. Beth, are you with me?
I am.
And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Maine.
Oh, lovely. Well, I hope you don't get too much inclement weather, as we've got, quite the storm coming through, kind of near that area in the next 24 to 48 hours, correct?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the weather.
Oh,
I look out the window and I see what it does.
But there's some, flooding that's going to be coming through. Now, Beth, as I get into your vibration, it's funny. I want to ask you, would you prefer more of a psychic type of reading where I talk about the energy that I'm picking up from you, possibly what lies ahead for you or what's going on? Or would you really like me to kind of shift gears and call into place somebody that you're looking to connect with?
Oh, no, the psychic part is good.
Okay. And what is your month and day of birth?
April 21st.
Oh, nice. April 21st, 421. Okay, so Beth, as I tune into your vibration, I get a little like nervousness where you kind of have like a nervous energy. I feel as though it's hard for you to truly relax or just kind of be. Do you understand that? It's hard for you to just allow yourself to kind of like veg out without feeling guilty. Do you understand this?
I do.
It's almost like you're always being called to do something. And I feel as though this was kind of like a way of growing up, kind of like there is no just sitting around. The word bored does not exist in your household because there was always something for you to do. And I feel as though I've got like a mother tone that set the house to say, like, come on, there's things to be done. Do you understand that?
I do.
Yeah, so that's what I'm coming in, but I feel as though your mom is still here. She has not passed, correct?
That is correct. She's still here.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel very much she's still here. And I also feel as though um, you know, of course it's natural that as we all get older, our parents tend to feel as though they're not quite relevant or what's their purpose now that their children are grown, and I feel as though grandchildren are of more of a grownish age. Do you understand this?
I do.
So sometimes I feel as though um, she can be a bit rigid, like I said earlier starting off the show. She can be a little she's been growing up, as you were growing up, a bit of what you were feeling like nitpicking everything you did, being like scrutinized under a telescope. Do you understand this?
In general, yes, not specifically to me, but I'm part of a large family, so she kind of had to be.
Right. Okay, so yes, a lot got put onto your shoulders, but I feel as though like spirit's telling me this was definitely a training period. Like people go to boot camp. That's kind of what you were being, you know, groomed for so that you could be as well the strong leader, which coincides with the fact that we are in the Leo full moon. It's all about leadership and confidence. And I also feel as though, you know, that you yourself are kind of questioning your purpose and relevance. Like I feel as though you might be feeling just a little lost, like you've outgrown certain roles and you're kind of like looking out as to like what is the next chapter. Am I in the ballpark?
Yeah, it's a big ballpark, but you're there.
Okay. So let me get
There,
more into
there
the
are
numerology.
transitions. How's that?
Pardon me?
I said there are transitions.
Yes. And I feel as though you've been waiting a little, like you feel as though you've been waiting for this transition to go forward a little bit more than where you're at right now. So you're getting a little impatient with that. Also, you are an Aries Taurus sign, correct?
Yeah, I'm right on that cusp.
Right. And right now we do have a fire energy with the full moon, like I was talking about, and that um, we can get impatient. And man plans and God laughs. So you're waiting for this transition, and I feel as though you're kind of like blocking it because you want it to happen so badly now. You're like, okay, come on, I'm ready for this. Let's go, let's go. But there's still like a little hump you've got to get over. Am I right with this?
You are.
Okay. And I also feel as though I'm getting a nudge, and I feel a masculine energy come in as I go through this. I have a very stern, I feel, father or grandfather vibration here. Your dad, he's passed?
No.
Okay. Well, I feel as though what I'm hearing is like his father, like the apple didn't fall far from the tree, meaning like his father and him. Do you understand? There's a very much a lot of similarity there.
I don't think it's my father. You're connecting
Is
with
it
my
your
brother.
father-in-law?
No, no, I don't have a father-in-law. I think you're connected with my brother.
Okay. Did he have a very authoritative like energy in your life, like a role? Because sometimes, yes, the role of father is what I get, but that's not technically the title or relationship that you had, but it comes through in spirit world. Do you understand that?
I do understand that completely.
Okay, because very much, I know he's in the family. I know he's a male, and I know that he really, when he had to, he would man up and put you straight, is what he's telling me. Do you
Yes,
understand this?
that is
Okay.
true.
So I'm getting that. And I also feel as though he was a very hard worker. He knows you are a very hard worker. He's also saying that you overwork sometimes, like especially mentally, you don't shut it off. And that has caused a strain on a lot of relationships in your life through the years. Do you understand this?
I do.
Okay. So he's coming through and he's saying that he's telling me that he's reminding you that there were times in your life where you just had to trust him and he couldn't fully explain it, but it was like, just trust me, I'm working on things. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Because he's very much saying that role has not changed. And even though he can't give you all the clues to the big picture, he's saying, trust me, I'm working on things. And what is going to come is what you have to wait a little longer for it, is going to give you what you want. If not that, then better, is what he's saying. And right
Wow.
now, with the theme of the moon, it's reminding us to take our fears. And I feel as though there's a fear of like not enough, not having enough, not being enough, and being overlooked. And he's saying, trust me, I got this. I'm going to do good for you. And if not this, then better. And your patience is only going to bring about an even better thing that you didn't quite see, because you're not looking like through the peripherals. You're like just fixated on what it is. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. So he's saying, take a deep breath, trust in yourself, because he's always trusted in you. You've done the work, is also what I'm hearing. You've done the work. Now you've got to kind of let go, which is also the full moon energy. It's to let go and let God. Allow it to work organically now. You've done the work. Now it's time for you to receive it. And also take this as an opportunity, I'm hearing, because once things align for everything to come through that you've been waiting on, you're not gonna have time at the pace that you want. It's gonna be a lot of moving and shaking, is what I hear.
Okay.
All right. So thank you so much. I can't wait to hear more of what goes on, and I look forward if you want to connect further on that. But there's a lot. I mean, I'm getting like work and relationships. I'm getting it all down the pike for you. Like there's going to be a whole renaissance, is what I'm hearing, and it's going to more springtime is when it's really going to start to be materializing. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Happy new moon, or happy full moon to you. Remember, surrender, let go, let God, and allow them to do the work for you.
I appreciate that, and I will do my darndest.
Yes, I know that's a job for you. It's just relax, but remind yourself to do so. All right. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
As I was tuning in with Beth, yes, what a great reminder. Full moon is all about realizing the seeds that we planted, which we plant our seeds around the new moon. And then we have to check them. We've got to see, are those seeds sprouting? Are you ignoring them? Are you smothering them, overwatering them? Do you need to pluck some weeds out and give them some room to grow on their own? And then the full moon comes in and it illuminates everything and it shows us what we really need. And the best thing we need sometimes is to take that break. Remember, even God rested on the seventh day. So it's saying, you've done your part. Now allow those energies to give back to you. So think of the infinity symbol. I know I've got Benita waiting in the wings from Halifax, is it? Benita, are you with me?
Hello? Oh, hello.
Hi, do I have that right?
Yes, you do.
Hi, how are you? Halifax, nice.
Yeah.
This is so wild. I just love the fact that we can connect on such a global level. I mean, it's really, it fascinates me.
I know it just amazes me too what people can do these days.
Yes, a blessing and a curse is what I'm hearing as well. That we
I'm sorry.
become too accessible, and then we start to get that, always having the immediate gratification or 2 clicks to get the answer that we want. I feel as though
Yeah.
you work now, Benita. Do you work in a corporate setting or an administrative setting where you have to report to people? You have certain duties that are really on a timeline, and people, you have people under you, and you have people needing your information. Do I have that right? That energy?
I know I'm retired.
Did you have that when you were in the workforce?
Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, I'm getting an echo back to me. Everything I say is echoing back to me, so it's like I'm talking to two people.
Oh, yes, I understand. Maybe you could lower your level of volume just a little bit. Sometimes that helps.
Oh, on the phone, lower the volume.
Yes.
Volume.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm not very techy. Just one second.
That's okay. Neither am I, really. That's why I have Dave and all my producers over here. Thank you. So, okay, Benita, let's go with what's the month and date of your birth?
I think I lowered it. I'm still talking back to myself.
Are you on speaker?
Uh, no, I'm not.
Well, if you want to look up my information, it's K Wahl. That's WAHL Healing Arts, and you can always reach out to me, and I can always finish this up this way if we were having too much of a communication difficulty.
Yeah, I just have to try and. Actually, it's not echoing now for some reason.
Okay, you sound great to me. I don't have the double anymore.
Well, I just hit my speaker mode. Maybe I did have my speaker on,
Okay,
but it's
so
it's
Benita,
better
what's
now. The echoing's gone.
the month and day of your birth?
November 19th.
Okay, so you are November 19th. I got 9, 10, 11, 12, so 3. Okay, so for you, what I'm getting, and I'm doing a numerological kind of forecast for you of telling you kind of where you are, because as you've stated, you're retired. And I feel as though what I'm
Yes.
hearing is you've been going along and everything's fine, but you're feeling what I'm getting is like lukewarm or vanilla or warm milk, where you're just kind of like going, is there anything else? I'm like almost not cabin fever, but just you're looking for a little being, ignite or a little spark. Do you understand this?
Yes.
And I want to tell you that the reason why, it was funny I got into the numerological aspect is because where you're at now, this year is all about keeping the faith, co-creating, which is, you take 1 step towards the gods, they take 10 towards you. It's about doing your part. You can't win the lottery if you don't buy the ticket. So these things that you've
Right.
been thinking about and those things that you've been wanting to explore, or even not knowing what it is you want to explore, but putting yourself out there into those things of like, oh, I don't really know what I want. Well, look for whatever catches your interest and
Hmm.
do something about it. And so, this cycle that you're in right now for this year, personally for yourself, you are in what's called a 9 numerological cycle. And 9 is the end of the numerological cycle. So, it's a graduating time, and it's about letting go or saying goodbye to certain things. because we want to put down certain things that no longer serve us. Maybe you've outgrown certain relationships, or maybe what I'm getting more is that you've outgrown your own solitude of just sitting in your home. Like your home is your sanctuary, and that's great. But now you're looking out of the home. Do you understand this?
I know you hit it right on as far as being in the home. The
Yeah.
last while,
And
I have done absolutely nothing.
right. And so it's time for you. And like we started with a little banter about the internet and everything, about looking out. I feel as though you're very good at having discernment of getting involved in certain groups, but really seeing, the wolf in sheep's clothing, that sometimes when you start talking to people online, they're not as they appear. But I feel as though you're
Right.
very discerning about that. You've got a very good
Yeah.
judge of character. You've got a really good BS detector.
Oh,
But
yes, I know the red flags.
right. But
Yeah.
don't allow that to hinder you. Approach it where, like, find a group, and not necessarily the mainstream social media platforms. Look for a smaller platform. I know, like in our area, we've got like different offshoots of more localized community um, social media venues. And look for things of community events, is what I'm hearing, and
Yes.
just dip your toe into the water and explore a little and say, will this fit, or this felt comfortable, or this didn't. It's time for you to start looking beyond what's just in your home, shaking up that little,
Absolutely.
and really having
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
courage. So use this full moon in Leo and get that confidence and the courage, like the cowardly lion, to say, you know what, I do want a little something.
Hmm. Yes.
Because the
Absolutely.
more that you get out there, the more it's going to come back where you're going to say, hey, you know what, I found this group of like-minded individuals and I'm having fun with it. Having fun with it is the key word with this.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
also feel
I would
as though
like to
you've
have
taken
fun.
care of a lot of people, and that they now want to see you enjoy and have fun and be playful. Do you understand this?
I absolutely do. Yes.
Did
You
you
got it
take
right.
care of your mom? I feel as though there was somebody that you took care of almost as if in like a hospice setting. Do you understand this?
I have family that live with me.
Okay.
It's my
Yes.
home, but it's my home. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm getting. And they really want to see you, like, thank you. Thank you for all that you do. But please don't forget to live your life now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got to start.
Right.
Way overdue.
So shake it up,
Yeah.
shake it off. And again, as spring is starting to spring, let's do that to plant some new, you know, bulbs and see what happens, March, April. Definitely by mid April, you need to make this commitment to yourself to start working on that and getting out there by springtime, okay?
Yes, for sure. I'm just wondering, is there, I don't know if anything shows up as far as a relationship for me.
Oh, it's
Um,
definitely in there. It's like the underlining factor. The more that you get out there and do for you, the more you're going to attract that certain someone who's going to appreciate all that you bring without
okay.
really having that be the focus of you going out there. It's going to be like what comes because of it.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like it's a story
understand.
and I can't tell you the ending to it.
Yeah. Okay. You've
All
given
right,
me some
thank you.
hope.
So get out there, do for you. And I'm also hearing be a little playful, like with your appearance, experiment with colors, maybe just kind of, do a little something different with your hair, like play with something
Yes.
that, like, this is a
Some
little
Botox. Some Botox.
now,
That's
let's
on.
not go to an extreme, but, you know,
That's on the menu.
if that's what makes you feel better, then do it.
Yeah, I'm
It's
going
time
to.
to give back to you, though, all right?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. And I can't wait for this new little reinvention that you have. Oh,
Me
so
too.
thank you, Bonita. That was great. And also, I feel as though as I, explain more and more about the numerology of 2022, it's, again, if I add all those twos up, I get the number six, which six is always about rebirth. Both my callers had a flavor of that, and it's about reinvention and the phoenix rising from the ashes. Now, I want to let you know that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. That's from Marianne Williamson. So remember to choose faith over fear. I'm Kelly Wahl. I love connecting with you. Look for me at K Wahl, Wahl, Healing Arts, and look for me in another 7 days as we connect again.